All right, here's the answer key to the review for the Chapter 7 test. The first part is going to be graphing. The second part, which might actually have to be in two parts, will be the solving. So the graphing will go pretty quickly though. What you should have in front of you as you're doing this is your cheat sheet, because based on the cheat sheet, I will be graphing just, for instance, on number 1, the cubed root of x, on number 2, the square root of x, and on number 3, -2 times the cubed root of x, okay? But other than that, I'm ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is identify my left-right number. So on number 1, the left number is -6, and the up-down number is 1. The way I remember the left-right number is R for right and R for root. So the first thing I'm going to do is graph the original points. So starting with -8, x is -8, y is -2, x is -1, y is -1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and 8, 2. All right, now that I have the original points graphed, I'm going to shift them. So all the points are going to move left 6 and up 1. So starting on the farthest right point, I'm going to go left 6 and up 1. The next point, left 6 and up 1. And I'm going to continue this. And the last point, I won't be able to get it onto my key, but you guys will. So this last point, just estimate where you think it should go. And then I'm going to connect the points. Make sure you connect the correct points and not these old points. And be sure to put arrows because the line keeps going and going in both directions. All right, number 2, my left-right number, I'm going to look in the root, is going to be -3, and the up-down number is going to be -2 because k assumes it's added on. So if I add the opposite, k becomes -2. All right, next thing I'm going to do is using my T-chart or cheat sheet, I'm going to graph. So looking at x, if x is 0, y is 0. If x is 1, I get y is 1. I'll get 4, 2, and then I'll have 9, 3. And then I'm going to shift all the points. They're all going to shift left 3 and down 2. So the furthest left point is left 3 and down 2. And I'll do that with each point. And when I connect, it starts at the furthest left point, and then it continues going. So I'll have an arrow on the right side, but a starting point on the left side. Number 3, we did this one in class for most of the classes. So real quick, if x is -8, y is 4. I'm sorry, -4. And if x is -1, then y is -2. Actually, we're going to back up. I already messed that up. So starting again, I'm looking at the wrong column in my T-chart. If x is -8, then y is 4. For -1, I'm going to have 2. Then I'll have 0, 0, 1, -2, and 8, -4. Now these points are all going to shift. My left-right number is 2. My up-down number is 0. So they're all going to go right 2. The things you want to think about before you graph is what's the shape supposed to be? We've talked about the modified line and the modified U. So real quick, just looking at number 4, I know it's going to be a modified U because it's a square root, and something squared is a U, so a square root is going to be a modified U. My left-right number is 3. My up-down number is -1. So using my cheat sheet, I'm going to have 0, 0, 1, 2, 4, 4, and 9, 6. And now all these points will move right 3, down 1. And that last top point, we'll go a little bit off the graph, but that's okay. And remember, it starts at the far left point and then keeps going. So I'll put an arrow on the right point. Next one, this is going to be also a modified U, but it's going to be the upside down, negative sloping one. My left-right number is 3. My up-down number is 0. So using my cheat sheet, I'll have 0, 0, 1, -1, 4, -2, and 9, -3. And now all the points are going to shift to the right 3. And that far right point, if it goes off the graph, that's okay. But remember, on the furthest left point, it starts, and then it keeps going, and I'll have an arrow on the right. And last one, number 6. This is a modified line because something cubed is a line, so a cubed root is also a modified line. And the -2 says it's going to be negative slope. So using my cheat sheet, I'm going to have -8, 4. I'm going to have -1, 2, 0, 0, 1, -2, and 8, -4. My left-right number is -2, and my up-down number is -1. So now all the points are going to shift left 2, down 1. And now I'm going to connect, and lines never end. So when I'm done connecting my points, I will just put arrows on the end. And there's the first objective, okay? So check out the next one on the second video.